Yo, what's up? Today I'm going to be reviewing some from the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie that's coming out pretty soon, actually. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, what do we know so far? Well, there's a trailer, and I'll get back to that in a minute. So, um, turn off my volume. Um, so obviously we know the games and the movies so far. There's two of them, and all the games that have been made by Scott Cawthon, and it's a true He's a true FNAF loyalist, or stays true to FNAF loyalist in the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. So there's that. Um, but there is. Let's see. I want to go to the actual article. Wikipedia, here it is. Okay. So, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 film. It's a 2025 film. It's actually coming out. It premiered at the Chinese Theater on December 2nd. So 5 days from where 5 days ago at the Chinese Theater. But there is Cawthon started in August 2018. There could be a second Five Nights at Freddy's movie based on the event of the series. Hutchison revealed that development of the sequel was in January of 2024. It was released in the United States by Universal Pictures 2 days ago. And the budget is $109 million worldwide. Or it's grossed by 109 million, sorry. And between 36 and $51 million for the budget of the film. I'll get to the plot in a minute. So Matt Pat was in the first movie. I think everyone knows Matt Pat. But it was and is going to be, it still is directed by Emma Tammy. And Matthew Lillard I think he's a co-producer, I think. I'm not really sure. But Matthew Lillard is William Afton, in case you didn't see the first movie. I'm gonna leak some spoilers if you guys haven't seen the first movie. But Cawthon started August 2018. There could be a second Five Nights at Freddy's movie film based upon the events in the series for the second video game of Five Nights at Freddy's. So, if the first film were successful, Hutcherson revealed the development of the sequel January 2024. I've already gone over that. And it's began in principal photography began in November 2024 and concluded in February 2025 in New Orleans. So it's not a bad. I haven't seen the second movie early yet, but I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it, but I'm gonna see it when it comes out, in either in theaters or on Peacock or something like that. But Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie has grossed over $109 million worldwide. I've already gone over that. Let's see what else. See what else. Um, I'm gonna turn off my echo. All right. So it's not a a bad movie, but their reviews from critics was a commercial success. So the commercial was a really big success, and I agree. I mean, I agree that the Five Nights at Freddy's was a good movie, the first one, and I bet you the second one's gonna be even better. So now I'm gonna move on to the plot. So the plot is based in 1982, or back in the early 80s, and Freddy Fazbear's Pizza at the pizzeria, and Charlotte Emily witnesses William Afton, the restaurant's founder and serial killer, lure a boy in the back room when adults ignore her pleas. She enters to see William trying to murder the boy, and she carries the boy back to the main stage. William stabs her. She dies from a stab wound. I didn't know that part. Um, but a puppet-like animatronic called the Marionette emerges holding Charlotte's corpse. She was shut down. The location was shut down, but a new one opened shortly after. I didn't know that. I didn't know that um, Charlotte Emily was the marionette. I mean, it makes sense, but that her soul would be haunted, would be the animatronic would be haunted by her soul, and because it would make sense because the marionette puppet was holding her when she got stabbed, so that makes sense. Um, in 2002, the animatronic stories and murders have become folklore, leading to the Faz Fest Festival. Vanessa Williams' daughter, and this is in the 2023 movie, I believe, and or 2024, I believe. Anyway, um, it's not like I said. The movie was based in the 80s, but in 2002, the animatronic stories have become murderous and become folklore, leading to the Faz Fest Festival. Vanessa William Afton's daughter, struggles with psychological trauma from her father's acts, aka she got stabbed. Um, Vanessa got stabbed by her own father, William Afton. Um, and so what happened is that like I said, she got stabbed. She had to go to the hospital. She's in a coma. And Abby, Mike's younger sister, is fascinated by the animatronics, calling them her friends, and tries to repair them, likely realizing they lack souls from the 5 mysterious children that disappeared in '82, and But like I said, um, they got disappeared. They didn't mysteriously disappear, but they disappeared because William Afton um, the, killed the children, stuffed their bodies, and all that's left in their suits is their souls, which makes the suits haunted. So, so yeah. Um, Mike gives her a talking toy like the Faz Talker. This is a key spoiler in the new movie. The Faz Talker, and notices a pamphlet with a phone number as they leave. Paranormal Activity hunters Rob, Lisa, and Alex visit their 1982 site with a security guard, Michael Schmidt. Lisa deactivates the music box, awakening the marionette possessed by Charlotte. We've gone over that already, and that's a key element. The marionette controls new toy mascots, killing the hosts while possessing Lisa, and nearly kills Michael, who escapes. Abby, who's using the Fast Talker. Here's Toy Chica, who guides her to the site and to repair her science project. The next day, Abby shows her project to Mike and Vanessa. Vanessa worries about Abby and mentions Charlotte's murder, but Mike, or aka security guard, or Josh Hutcherson, informed by Charlotte's father Henry dismisses her concerns. Alright, see what else. Mike drops Abby at school, visits Henry, who is distributing. I kind of have. Anyway, distributing flyers and about his daughter's murder. Vanessa captured by Charlotte, or Marionette, while trying to return. Abby's teacher, Mr. Berg, breaks her science project, and she seeks help from Toy Chica, who will pose her as her project if Abby inputs the code who allows animatronics to leave. The toy animatronics, I didn't know that. So the toy animatronics explore the whole town with Toy Chica, who murders Mr. Berg. Mike learns Abby is missing and goes to the original location. The toy animatronics cause chaos, trying to kill families, which also makes sense because they're haunted. And Abby, where the marionette possesses Abby, Mike then goes to a newer location to plead the children's souls to save her. I didn't know that. Mike and Vanessa head to the house, where Mike uses a music box given to him by Henry earlier to put Marionette to sleep and free Abby from its control. Later, Michael and all the toy animatronics appear in their living room, where Michael Schmidt reveals he is Vanessa's brother and William Afton's son, determined to carry on William's legacy. In order to toy animatronics to kill the three, but the newer locations animatronics arrive to dismantle the toys, while Michael escapes. The souls of the animatronics then begin to fade away. I didn't know that either. That's pretty interesting to know. Mike and Abby leave the house, Mike no longer trusting Vanessa because she hid the truth about Michael. tells her to stay away as Mike and Abby walk off. The marionette reawakens and possesses Vanessa. Alright, William's corpse. We're still wearing his rabbit costume. Is discovered by a group of delinquents who raid the newer location. The group tries to leave, but his spirit takes control of the suit. A recorded message Henry left to Mike reveals Henry as William's former business partner and co-creator of the animatronics before warning him about the marionette. Alright, so there's that. But I think I'm going to end it here. I'm going to wrap it up right now. It's only been 15 minutes, I know, but it's a short lore of the FNAF 2 movie. But I will see you all later, and I will hopefully be streaming on Twitch and YouTube for Call of Duty Warzone Black Ops 7. Hopefully. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you all later.